Yo, happy summers, YouTuber. I hope you all had a great July 4th. What a great holiday to celebrate the best nation in the whole world and in history. But right now we are in the midst of the summer. And this P2000sk is very good for summer carry. And yes, we have two, but what's the difference? Can you tell? When I was young, I used to grab the Sunday paper and look at those cartoons with two almost identical figures and try to pick up the 10 or 5 differences. One of my favorite childhood activity. Look at them. P2000sk. Yes, you may notice. One is the V3 version, double single action with the decocker. One is the LEM with nothing, double action only. Okay. Also magazine, this one got a pinky. This one is flat, so you shoot with 2 fingers. This one you can rest your pinky. So I did a comparison last time without putting these 2 pistols together. But today I want to put together side by side, and I just took them to the range to shoot. Because some people ask me, yes, if you get a LEM, that's good. If you get a V3 single action only, that's also good. You don't have to change it. But what if I want to pick one out of the 2? Then which one I should get?
Sorry, I missed that. Could you say it again, please?
The LEM, law enforcement modification, or, I'm sorry, this is the one, or the V3. If you can only get one. Now this is the holster I took. So I did the test. The same setup, okay? Appendix draw. Take it out. Bang, bang. Double tap. Take it out. Bam, bam, double tap. I do 16 shots each with 2 targets. So A exercise each gun. Let's do a safety check. This is the LEM law enforcement modification. You see, the chamber indicator is right there. See that? Double action. All the way back. Very smooth, okay? Got some resistance to it, but it's very smooth. I wouldn't call it very hard to reach that wall. Once you reach wall, very smooth click. Let's do a reset. Very long, not very long, relatively moderate reset right there. Once you hit the reset, very short to reach the wall. Let's do it again. See? Very moderate. But you can reach the wall quickly. Surprisingly, this LEM law enforcement modification should double tap very well. This is the V3 version. Double single action. You see that? Now it's single action. Single action, very dangerous to carry like that. So that's the decock. Just push down. Not push in, push down. Okay. Now it's safe to carry. See how hard. Look at that. Wow, see that? Compared to LEM trigger. Very hard. Because this is your safety. See, there's no safety. Some woman I know cannot even pull this trigger. But I mean, it's smooth. It's not as smooth. I mean, it's not as hard. It's not as easy as the LEM. But it's not as bad as Breda 92 FS. Okay. Let's do the reset. Now the second shot single action is a beauty. About the same travel, but a very crisp second shot. Okay? About maybe a little bit shorter travel. Not by much though. So what would I recommend if you can only get one? Such as life, you know? Low enforcement modification LEM or the V3 double single action. I'm going to give you my answer. I would go with the LEM. And I will give you the deal breaker at the very end. But let's look at the target. This is the V3, okay? This is the LEM. 16 shot. At the 7 yard. Time, draw, double tap. Draw, double tap. If we use the deduction system, meaning take 1 point out of the 10 from here. Now this is V3. Okay? Nothing on the 7. 3 on the 8, right? So that's 6 points taken out. And 1, 2, 3. 3 on the 9. So 1 point taken out. That's 3 points. So together I take 9 points out of it. This is LEM. 1 on the 7, actually 2 on the 7, so that's 6 points already, but only 1 on the 8, so 8 points, but 2 shot in the 9, so take out 10 points. So 10 points, 9 points, I will call it a draw, okay? But the key is I was able to do the LEM consistently below 3 seconds. Although my quickest time is clocked here with the V3, but I only did it once, 2.2 seconds. Draw, bang, bang, okay? Most of the shot took me more than 3 seconds. This LEM, I clock more sub-3s than V3. Just low modification trigger law enforcement modification (LEM) trigger. It is just a very good invention from HK. Okay? The more you shoot it, the more you will love it. Don't get me wrong, V3 is totally fine. Double single action is a very, very doable thing for carry, very safe. But boy, this thing is amazing. Okay? It's like 1.5 action. That's the best way I can describe it. And it's so clean. And the deal breaker is for me? Is that the reholster. This thing is just put it in back. This thing you have to remember to decock. Okay? So that's one more thing to go wrong if you reholster the gun. I think it happened to me once or twice, I forgot, in the wild when I was training in the wild. But I realized it right away, so I corrected. But this is like Glock, no worry, just reholster. Plus, it got a faster speed. With about the same accuracy, right? It's almost the same. 1 point difference. I may just as well do better with LEM. Give me another day, right? It's not like you take 10 points from one and 15 from the other, So yes, my recommendation to you, if you can only get one, such as life, get the LEM. But you have to be patient because LEM are harder to come by. And people who have the LEM, they tend to keep it. They don't release it. All right? So that's my 2 cents. I hope you enjoy the comparison. And please stay safe. I think the worst in terms of the economy damage is behind us. I hope that we have already bottomed out and on our way back. But in terms of the numbers of the virus, I don't think we peak yet. But you know what? I'm very optimistic because right now it's very easy to get mask or face covering. Right? The great American industrial mind already put behind it. And there's also more masks from overseas coming in to supply. So when we have that, it signals to me that hopefully we are on our way to overcome this terrible virus, this terrible plague that pull us back from such a great momentum. And it's actually not too bad to wear a mask in the range. It's a little bit hot, but you know what? You can also prevent yourself taking too much poisonous lead into your body. So we just have to look at the bright side of things. All right. Enjoy the rest of your July if I don't see you soon. Okay? But there's a lot going on, so I believe I will see you soon. All right. Safe shooting. So long.